understand how to do it.
From me?
And it will make sense.
Okay.
I know it will. But
it will make sense.
Yeah.
There's a whole other thing that gets. I know what's happening. It's a common thing. And then when we go somewhere else where you don't have personal experience, it gets a little bit worse.
Oh, nice.
I know. I'm sorry. It's not helpful. Okay. But there's something that I do on the map.
Gotcha.
In the beginning, that was helpful for me.
By the way, I watched the webinar last night.
Oh, was it good?
Yes. I learned a lot of things, and there's a plane over there.
Good. When I was an instructor but independent, I had this thing where you would get $1 off for each airplane you saw before me.
Oh.
But I can't do that with them.
That's all right.
But it was a good incentive. And then I had this other thing.
How about it's one shot when we celebrate me getting certified that you owe me.
Well, there'll be a whole mess of other planes you see before me.
I'll be right.
But hopefully the habit is when I'm not here, then you're still doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to land on 3-1. We're going to land on that runway that we see in front of us now.
I see it, yes.
And we need to go past it to come back on the...
To get into the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are as many ways as there are people. You could go way out over to the water. You could go way on the other side. We could go right over the runway, which is not the best way for me and you to do it.
Okay.
So let's go out over the water. Not over the water, but let's go to the coast. And then we're going to make like a...
So when would you suggest I start, like...
Now.
Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because we want to stay out of the flow of traffic. And if there's people in the pattern or kind of coming up on it, we want to, do the jump rope thing until we know we can get in.
Yes.
And the pattern here is 1018. And you're considered to not be in it if you're 500 to 1,000 feet above it.
Okay.
So I think we're okay here. We're not, even if we went right over the runway, we're not going to be interfering.
Okay.
We're not. But when we come back on the 45, then we're to be at pattern altitude.
Which is 1018.
Yeah. So I would, not now, but way, a couple minutes from now, we'll sort of start a gentle descent to be at 1,000 feet and really be listening and trying to get the picture of where everybody's at.
Gotcha.
And our fuel is okay.
Yes.
We had a lot before we left. You said you had 9 or so aside.
Yes.
And then the oil temperature is good and the oil pressure is good. If this is getting off green into the reds, we might need to be looking for a spot to land. Like there's some spots over here.
Yes. And I was trying to kind of look for that when we were flying out.
And Google Earth is an awesome resource for that. We know Venice Airport and we know Sarasota, but there'll be some places where there's a lake right at the end, a mountain at the end. Our choices are... You've been doing the whole flight. It's really good.
Yay, thank you.
Yeah, it's good to get the feel of it. It's good, but then I get meaner, stronger, more things.
Meaner?
There's an airport right underneath us. It's called Bucket.
I heard you talk about it.
I'm going to turn the plane just there. See it?
Oh, right there, that grass? Oh.
Yeah, and you can see the segmented circle with the windsock in the middle.
Uh-huh.
And there's the X. I'm going to turn it again. I have the airplane. You see it? The X's?
Yes.
That runway, for whatever reason.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know. It's flooded or they don't keep it up.
I noticed on the map it shows Rotunda as an international airport. Is that true?
I don't know. I don't know. You're international if a customs guy comes out.
It doesn't even have a building.
Yeah, it might not. It might just be some guy who comes out in the truck. I don't know.
I was like, well, really?
But international just means customs.
Customs.
Yeah. You could be coming from the Bahamas. You could.
Yeah,
One of the mechanics is going to Cuba. You don't know.
Yeah.
He's international.
Good. The water looks gorgeous today.
Is there a point to turning it forward so that you see the landing?
What?
Is it okay if I turn it so that you can see the landing?
Sure, yes.
So I'll turn it and then you tell me what you see. I have the airplane.
Okay. I forget my phone. I think I put it back here. I put it in your seat. Okay.
Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie's 5 miles to the south, setting up for runway 31 Venice.
I am going to turn it a little bit. I don't have any way.
Yeah, more to the ground.
Well, I can see the propeller a little bit, so I think they're probably good.
Wait, but can I see it?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's looking right out over the propeller, so it must be good. I'm going to put this in here. I'd be lying. Okay, you have the airplane.
Okay. Let's start a little gentle descent. So we'll go bring the power back to 1700 and we'll go to 1,000 feet.
Okay.
And we're going to start to be on high alert here.
Okay.
And there's a thing that people do where they say it's a sterile cockpit. Where we're just the two of us in this cockpit, but
yeah.
We're only going to keep all of our conversations about flying. And if I get off, then you tell me.
At a certain point, or all the time?
Traffic helicopter Hermit 5 is a half mile west of your field, southbound. 209.
So that guy's at Peter Knight, I don't care.
Say that again?
That gentleman just called. He is at the airport at St. Pete, yeah.
Oh, okay.
They share the same frequency.
And Peter Knight traffic helicopter Hermit 5.
And that's why we start each thing with Venice and then end with Venice.
Transitioning.
So now we're approaching 1,000 feet. I should throttle up a little bit so we don't hear descent?
Yep, to 22. When we are on these, when we're traveling, 2200 is a good, maybe 23.
Okay.
Is a good RPM setting. And don't go any further over the water. We'll stay just kind of parallel the coast.
Okay.
We're going to go just past the pier.
Okay.
You see it?
Yeah.
And then we'll come back.
Okay.
So I made a little call and I said it was 5 miles to the south.
Okay.
And I said we were going to set up for runway 31.
Right.
And then once we get a little bit closer, we'll make a call that will, or you'll make a call and you'll say Venice traffic 476 Tango.
Venice Unicom for fast right detect.
I didn't get that. 476 Tango Charlie is on the 45, runway 31.
45 downwind?
Just say 45.
45? Okay. It's always downwind, right?
Yeah.
Well, pretty much.
Yeah. I'm not saying it's wrong if you say downwind, but I try to be as best as I can concise.
Gotcha.
This. So we don't hear anybody. All right, I did hear that one guy, but I did kind of catch what he said. And we'll be looking too for traffic.
Yeah.
So the sterile cockpit thing is just meant to be like, hey, don't be talking about our flight tomorrow or what you're doing on Memorial Day.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Unicom, what do I do? Check, please.
Venice, can we do loud and clear?
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm a hugely fail at that myself, start chatting about something, but just tell me, quiet, I need to focus.
Okay.
All right, let's do the before landing checklist.
There's 2 flights to the, they were struggling coming off with this one.
Okay, it says descent power is required, mixture is required.
Yeah, when we do long trips, we adjust the mixture, so we would do mixture rich. We'll just say mixture rich.
Mixture rich, okay. Carburetor heat, I guess.
We'll wait until we're descending and we're out of this green arc, and then we'll put the carb heat in.
Or we're out of the green arc, okay. And then we'll put the carb heat on, which pull all the way out.
Yes.
Okay. Gas selector on, undercarriage, what?
Undercarriage.
I mean, we assume that's all good before we take off. Enrich is appropriate, prop 6.
Unit traffic.
Wait, that's all stuff, right? Flaps is big fire. I'm getting out a little far.
It's okay. And now, there's the runway we're going to land on. We're going to come back around and do the 45.
Okay.
So we'll go a little bit further. And then really be looking for traffic, that nobody's coming at us on the 45, like from the north.
Okay.
So when you get to the pier, we just come back around.
Okay.
To where we're at, and we're going to be pointing this way. And then if you feel comfortable.
Tampa, Peter O'Night, traffic, would somebody come in?
If you feel comfortable, go ahead and make that call. Venice traffic, 476 Tango Charlie, 4531 Venice.
Venice traffic, Cessna 476 Tango Charlie, 45 Venice. Venice traffic.
Perfect. It's hard to look for traffic, make the turn, make the call.
It
takes all you got. All right, so now we're going to parallel the runway.
6,000
half the wing.
I'm going to touch and go at runway 1.
I'm a little close, aren't I?
Okay, that's all right. We'll adjust it. And when we are right across the numbers, we're going to land. I'm going to take us to go a little bit more this way.
Okay.
Because it takes us a little bit in the beginning to.
Okay.
When we are beam the landing numbers, you right now go ahead and bring the power to 7, or do it to 1500.
15.
And we're looking for traffic, and then call that you're on the down. I'm going to do it. Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie, downwind 31 Venice. Okay.
Downwind 31.
Keep the nose just like it is. I'm going to let go.
Okay.
Don't let it get any slower. Now put 10 degrees of flaps if we're in the white arc.
Peter O'Night, Unicom, 15 Romeo Hotel, come in.
Or you know what? Keep 75.
Okay.
Look outside. Bring the nose up one hair. Okay, and we're going to turn here in a second. Our base is going to be really short.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn left, make the base, and then put another 10 degrees of flaps in.
While I'm turning?
Yeah. Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie, left base 31 Venice. Okay, gentle, no more than 30. You're coming up on 30.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa,
look at the runway for a second. Okay, we're good.
Okay.
Keep the descent. Push the nose gently forward. Look at final. There's nobody on final.
Now?
Go ahead and turn on final, and I'll make the call.
Okay.
Keep the speed just like you have it. Don't get any slower.
Okay.
Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie, final 31 Venice.
Runway 23, Venice traffic.
What? All right. Go ahead and put your hand on the throttle, and we're a little high.
Okay.
But the airspeed is perfect, so don't change the pitch. Just change the power.
Okay. By
yeah, bring it. Yeah, that was good. Just that amount, and we'll see. We'll count to 3 and see is the trend us coming back on our glide.
Peter O'Night traffic, Bonanza 15 Romeo Hotel.
Okay. We're going to keep our hand on the throttle. The speed is perfect.
To the northeast.
Now we're on the path, and I'm going to bring the power just a little bit so that we don't get below it. Yeah,
okay.
That's good. So the wind was 300.
Right.
It's nearly in front of us.
Yes.
So this is it. We're just going to hold it here, and the nose is a little bit going like that.
Right, I see it. So you're going to rudder?
Yeah, just a little bit of rudder, and push the nose gently forward, because I don't want to get any slower than what I'm at.
Okay.
So it's pitch for airspeed.
Okay.
Power for altitude.
Pitch for airspeed.
And keep the foot that you have in there just now. Just that amount that you have on your right foot.
To the northeast for a straight-in runway 22. That's Peter
O'Night. At this point, I feel like we're going to make the runway if I got the throttle to idle. So I'm just going to gently walk it out. And I'm still descending, and my speed is still good. And then about this altitude, go ahead and level off, hold it right here, and we're going to wait till we're just slow enough.
Runway 523 on the ground.
We can bring the nose the rest of the way. And keep the nose up. Wait. Okay. Then we're going to get off here. Can you tell me what time it is?
It's about
Venice traffic, Cessna's clear on runway.
So, I don't know, is this clock right?
No.
I was like, what? I don't know. I can look up, if you want to know for sure, it's 2:14.
Okay, we're going to do one more time around the pattern. Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie is clear 31. Taxi back to 31 Venice.
That's what that now.
All right. So we're going to go one more time around the pattern.
Okay.
Because you're descending and you're doing the power and you're seeing things good and the speeds. We're going to do it one more time together.
Okay.
And I feel like you're able to hear me on the flare. And
yeah, I really
want to. Cessna, taking off runway 31 is departure.
Yeah, I was sitting there like,
I really want to open mine.
Yeah.
I'm just going to keep it cracked.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, go ahead and taxi us back. Or I'll taxi. You tell me what you're going to say.
Yeah, it's still hard for me to judge, though, if we're going to high or low. I don't know what to look for yet.
Yeah. But you seeing, the wind was a little bit from our left, and so we were weather vaning. From where we are is the center of gravity, and most of the plane is behind us.
Yes.
So we become like a weather vane, and it goes through.
Yes.
And so if we don't put right foot, we're bringing the nose forward, bringing it in front of us. We need to land straight.
Right.
Otherwise, we go doot doot, and then.
Oh, gotcha.
It's called the ground loop.
So as whatever direction the nose is turning, we rudder that foot.
Departing runway 31. That's be southbound.
And that's why we listen to the wind. When you were asking about, we see it happening. First, we see it happening, but we know it intellectually that it's from the left. So I'm gonna have to put right foot.
Right.
But in the end,
it's just easier to remember if the nose is going right, put right rudder.
No, if the nose is to the left, you go.
If the nose is to the left, if it's going to, okay, then you do right rudder to pull it back.
Yes.
Okay,
correct.
I gotcha.
Okay, we're going to do before takeoff checklist. Fuel is on both. Mixture is rich. Carb heat is off. And
we never did mess with that on the end, right?
I keep forgetting it.
I'm just making sure I didn't miss it.
No,
okay.
I should have done it on downwind. Can you close your window?
Yeah.
So, final is clear, crosswind is, or base is clear, and downwind is clear, and that guy just took off.
Yes.
And he's a tiny bit faster than us. You can use, for now it's hard to judge, so when he makes a turn, then we can get out.
Okay, and we're going to go up and then go to the south.
We're just going to make a left. We're going to stay in the pattern. We'll say 476 Tango Charlie, departing runway 31, remaining in the pattern.
Okay.
Venice traffic.
Do I say it? Okay.
Yep.
Venice traffic, Cessna 476 Tango Charlie, departing runway 31, remaining in the pattern. Venice traffic.
It's good. It's good not to show weakness, and in the beginning, it sounds like you're asking.
Question. I hear that in my voice.
And it's not just you, it's everyone. So
like, okay?
Yeah. and I think that you're asking the instructor, is it okay? You're not asking the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the airplane, and you go ahead and take us off.
Okay.
And it's your airplane.
Okay, so full throttle up.
Yep.
1, 2.
And all the engine instruments are in the green, and then give a quick look at the airspeed indicator. And is it moving? Yep.
Yes.
And then look outside.
Yes. Look ahead at 50. We're going to start pulling up. So right about now, we'll start pulling up a little bit. A little bit of right rudder.
That's it. That was it. You was all you.
Yay!
Last time I did help a little bit. Okay. So we're going to make our first turn. We're going to climb out at BY. And our first turn is going to be at 500 feet.
Okay.
Keep the nose up, up, up. Yep.
Okay, we're approaching 500 feet, so we're going to tip up, look over, don't see anything,
Make sure there's no tail drag, no inner towers.
Oh, yeah.
And then we'll make you, if you feel comfortable, make the call. Say Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie, crosswind. 31 Venice.
Venice traffic, Cessna 476 Tango Charlie, cross traffic. Venice traffic. I didn't say that right. Crosswind.
Sorry. Okay, so there's 90 degrees.
Going up. Okay. What was I should have said?
Crosswind, 31.
Crosswind. I said cross traffic.
That's all right. Doesn't. They know what you're saying.
But I should be turning, right?
Yep. Go ahead and turn again. And then you
Turning,
can make
climbing.
a call. And you can say Venice traffic 476 Tango Charlie, downwind 31 Venice.
Right now?
Yep.
Venice traffic, Cessna 476 Tango Charlie. Downwind.
Downwind Venice.
Oh, downwind Venice.
Yep. We're at 1,000 feet.
Okay.
It goes super quick now. All the things that we did far away, we're going to do quick. So go ahead and pitch. Bring the power back.
To 22?
Go to 2,000 now in the pattern. That'll allow us to be slow. And then we're going to do a before landing checklist. Fuel is on both. Mixture is rich.
Yes.